This is a dual servo drum brake system. The tools used to disassemble and assemble this brake system is a pair of needle nose pliers, a brake shoe return spring tool, and a brake shoe hold down spring tool. In this video, I'll show you how to use these tools to disassemble and assemble this brake system. Alright, first of all, we're going to take out our lower return spring and our automatic adjuster. Take the needle nose, grab the spring, ease it over, and take it loose. Now pay attention to the way that spring comes out. You have to have the spring on this side of the adjuster. If you turn it around backwards, the automatic adjuster function cannot operate. So we're going to lay the spring out. We're going to slide the shoes apart enough at the bottom, just enough to get our adjuster out. Okay? This arm right here, this lever comes down and rotates the adjuster to self-adjust the drum brakes. Now, we'll use the return spring tool. This end right here is used for spring removal. This is used for spring installation. A lot of people like to use needle nose for this, but if you learn how to use this tool, I promise you it's easier than needle nose to use. First of all, we'll start with the spring on this side right here. See how it comes up and it's on the outside? Take your tool, you've got a little hook right here, rotate it around the anchor pin. Be sure that you grab the spring. Uh-oh, missed it. Sometimes spring will fall out like that, but what you're trying to do, you're trying to take this and go around the anchor pin, come in and hook the spring right there, like that right there, and pry it off. Okay? Lay that spring to the side, come grab the other one. That's the way it's supposed to work right there. Lay that spring to the side. That's a return spring. Now, we'll remove this brake shoe over here using the hold down spring tool. Come around, hold your pin from the back, compress the spring, remove it, hold the parking brake anchor, remove the shoe, and remove your hold down spring pin. Now we'll come over, remove the other brake shoe. Before we remove it, go ahead and remove your link there. And again, hold everything. Go ahead and remove this little spring down here too. And compress the spring, unlock it, and pull all that off as one assembly right there. Okay? All that will separate, but if it stays together, just leave it together for this demonstration here. Slide that brake shoe off, slide the pin out. Undo your parking brake lever. Now all we have left is the backing plate, the wheel cylinder, and the parking brake cable. To go back together, grab the shoe that's got the parking brake lever, lock it back in, slide it up in place, maybe, there we go. Take your pin, grab this assembly here, make sure it goes back into place. So that you can see what's happening there. You're taking the tool and compressing this spring right here, okay? This is the pin that sticks through here. Just like that. You line it up, and you twist the pin with it compressed and let it lock in place, just like that right there. Okay? Go ahead and install the spring here for your automatic adjuster arm. Okay? Come around to this shoe. Slide it in place. Slide the pin in. While you're holding this shoe here in place, grab your parking brake strut. Be sure that it locks into both of these pieces here. Ease your shoe out until it slides into place. And once it's into place, it'll hold there. As long as you're holding the other shoe. Grab your hold down spring 2. Compress that spring and lock it in place. Okay? Now that both shoes are on, parking brake strut's in, the self-adjuster link must go on. So get it backwards. Lock it in place here. Put it around the anchor pin. It goes all the way in the back. Grab a return spring. Lock it in here. And this is where the return spring tool really comes in handy. You want to go around the spring, around the anchor pin, and just ease it forward. The spring will start sliding down the tool. See how easy that was to go into place? Now come around, lock the other one in place, come around the anchor pin, slide it in place. Return springs are done. Now we want to come down to the bottom. Go ahead and slide our automatic adjuster wheel in. Pop the shoes together. Take your spring. Be sure it's turned the right way. Take your needle nose. Lock it into place. Back up. Take a good visual look. Make sure everything looks like it did before you took it down. Now, if this were on a vehicle, we would have to go through and adjust the brakes to fit the drum and all those type things. But right now, we just want to go through the disassembly and assembly of a dual servo drum brake system. Ahí,